Good morning, everybody. It's Tracy here from Simpson Hill Farm, and I am planting garlic. Here's the dirt, more ways than one. So what I do is in the fall, usually around Thanksgiving time, I start to prep my beds, and you can see here my soil is getting really quite good. I'm quite happy with that. A few worms. The only thing I really don't like is this stupid grass. Let's see if I can show you some. This is a real nuisance, this grass. There's a bucket full. So I try not to double dig or rototill my gardens, except I really do have to in this area because of this grass. So if you leave just a little bit of root, it's off to the races again. And let me see if I can show you. Oh, there's some right here. You can tell this root is alive because it's white. So that's a good indication. I don't know what this is. That might be, I don't know. It's really long. Might have been from some of my plants. So anyways, so in a sense, here's that root. Oh, it's just terrible. And I have to, look at that. That just, whoa, look how long that is. And sometimes it's deeper than my trowel. So what a pain in the butt. So anyways, I will dig up this entire bed. You can see it's quite weedy. That happens over the season. Not much I can do to get rid of it. I've tried cardboard in between my rows, but because I have these structures, it's really hard. And like I said, if you have any little bit of that root, little tip even, we're off to the races with it again. Okay, so I will dig through here. I find if I do dig and try and get as much of that root out, it really does help my garlic or whatever plants for the next season. And once I get that all dug up, I will show you the next step. Okay, so I finally dug up all the bed, got as many of those nasty weeds out as I could, and now I'm going to start augmenting the soil. So one thing I really like is bone and blood meal. I usually get quite a few bags of this. I'm a little bit behind this year, so I've only got this bag to put on most of my beds. And I'll look for some more in the spring. But I find this stuff's really good. Never mind what brand, just get bone and blood meal or get it separate. You can get them each. I find it works really well. So that's one thing I use to amend my soil. Okay, so you can't see it, but I did put the bone meal and blood meal all along my beds. Now the next thing that I use are Epsom salts. And this year I'm trying alfalfa pellets as a fertilizer. And that will break down and amend the soil as well. So I've been using it for most of this year. I've been impressed with the growth. I think it's okay, and it does save me a little bit of back-breaking work putting on cow manure and sheep manure, which I have done every year for about 5 or 6 years. Amended my soil that way, so that's why we have such nice soil here. Okay, so I'll do that, and then I'll go get my garlic cloves. Alright, so now's the time to get planting all these beautiful garlic. And many years ago we got garlic, and I've been selectively choosing the biggest bulbs to hold back as my seed bulbs for the next year. So I'll sell off my smalls and my mediums, and I'll keep the largest ones. So this year we've got some really beautiful bulbs. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cloves in here, which that's really great for me. I've never had that. So what I do is I try to follow the square foot garden method. And I can tell you right now, I have trouble visualizing stuff, so I try to make it a little bit easier for me. So this pole here to this pole here should be about 2 feet. So I want, and the bed is about 2 to 3 feet. So I'm going to try and get 4 bulbs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe 5 down this way. So that means I'll have 4 times 5 is 20 little cloves. I should say cloves, not bulbs, cloves. in this section alone, and then multiply that by 1, 2, 3, and so on. So that gets my numbers for my customers for next year. So it's really easy just to separate these. Oops, there we go. There we are. It's easy enough to separate them right now. That's all you do. Do that. I go down about a trowel length. Let me see if I can get, this is tricky to do with one hand. Okay, so I'll go down a trowel length there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. See if I can get that a little bit nicer for you. Okay, get rid of that. So you can see the size of that clove, eh? Like, that's beauty. So I'll go 1, 2. I need a camera person. 3. And oops. Oh, here we go. There's a nice big one there. 4. So that is down about a trowel length. And then I'll just go to the 1, 2, 3, 4. I will cover that up eventually, and I'll just keep doing that, and I'll show you at the end. I'll just kind of smooth the stuff out, and then we'll see what's next. Okay, so I am done planting. So they are 4 per square foot, about a trowel length down, so that's what, 6, 7 inches down. I've already amended the soil with Epsom salt, bone meal, blood meal, and some alfalfa pellets, which you can see are popping up over there. And I'm going to leave mine. I covered them back up so it's fairly flat. And I do not put mulch on my garlic at all. As you can see, I have a lot of grassy area around my gardens. So we have tried, here's one poor little pear tree, here's another pear tree. We have tried in the past to mulch with hay or straw or whatever, and it just encourages a lot of mice, which then went and ate all my stuff, especially my poor apple trees. I had apples all around this edge of this garden. They got ringed by mice, chewing on the bark, and that was it. So that's me planting garlic. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful, I'm going to pan up in the sky, weekend. You can see clouds are rolling in. How's my garlic? Seed garlic. I got all but 2 bulbs in, so I did very, very well. So that's 20 per section. I don't know. I think I counted out about not quite 1,000 little cloves. I don't know how many bulbs that is, but they're in the ground and they'll be for our customers next year. So until next time, toodles, have a great day. Bye-bye.